Hi everyone, we are back with another war video today, and we're going to be bringing in Omega Sentinel, White Magneto, and Titania. We are going up against DSVG for the second time this season, so I want to give a shout out to Munash, Ava, and Myfers, who were my officers when I was over at DSVG. Our first fight is going to be against Mordo here on Path 2, and we're going to be using Titania. We don't want to parry Mordo, obviously, so we're going to be using our haymakers and just baiting heavies to create openings. We'll also do our best to bait special ones. If he goes passive like this in the corner, we are going to throw our heavies. And the plan is to try and build to a special 3. If we do need to throw a special to prevent his power gain, we will do that though. So as you can see, fight's going pretty well right now. We're using our indestructible, unstoppable, and unstoppable haymakers when we can to create the openings. Right here I was trying to bait a special 1, but he went passive, so we're just going to throw the special 3 since he has the power gain. We do have the invul boost on, so if he does go red, we can eat 3 of those before we're in trouble. So we got a lot of furies here, and we're going to get a nice crit at the end to end the fight. So nice and quick first fight for Titania. Our next fight is going to be against Korg, and the boss node is already down for this fight. I had a busy Saturday, so I asked my officers if I could take my fights in the morning all at once, and thankfully they were able to line up those fights for me so I wasn't holding anyone up. So this Korg fight here is going to be really straightforward without the global, and we're going to be using White Magneto. We're going to drop a White Mags pre-fight so that he isn't purifying our studs. And we're going to throw on a mutant power back boost just to make this fight a little bit quicker for us. But the plan here is to obviously clear his rock stacks and then try and throw our special 2s. We're going to try and push Korg to special 2 when possible, just because it's much easier to dex than the special 1. And besides that, that's kind of the plan going in here. Again, with the global down, this Korg fight should be pretty straightforward, if not a little slow as we clear his rock stacks. So we're going to throw light or mediums and then heavy to try and build our prowess up before we get to our special 2. So we're going to clear his rock stacks. And obviously this node doesn't do much for Korg, so it's just a straightforward Korg fight. Placebo buffs aren't doing anything for him. But we clear his rock stacks and we're going to throw this special 2 here. So we take off a good chunk of damage, and with the power back boost it gets us close to a bar of power. So we're going to clear his rock stacks again, bait this special 2 out before we throw our own. And this time we're going to get a nice crit and bring us almost back to another special 2. We're going to take the special 1 into block. It's White Magneto's only fight, so there's no reason to try and dex it and get clipped. But this last special 2 here is going to end the fight. So nice and easy White Magneto fight with no issues. Our next fight is going to be along Path 5, and we're going to be using Titania against Rintrah. Rintrah obviously has a very large health pool, and with the protection, it is going to make this fight a little bit of a slog. So the plan going in, though, is we're going to try and use our haymakers to get easy intercepts. I'm going to do a bad job of it here, as you're going to see. The other thing we want to manage, obviously, is Rintrah's mystical charges. So we're going to parry and knock him down when we need to. We'll also heavy counter his special 1, which is very easy to do. We want to make sure we keep track of his power gain as well so it doesn't get too out of control. From a throwing specials perspective, we want to make sure we throw our special 3 when we have the Fury up. So that's what we're trying to work our way towards right now. But we do get a nice intercept in there, so we actually start to generate some damage. His mystical charge is getting out of hand, so we're going to try and get rid of those. And we are running an invul boost just in case we do eat one of his special 2s, as those could possibly one-shot us. So now we're trying to get an intercept in. We have our haymaker coming back. So we're going to knock him down one more time. Hit this intercept and then throw our special 3. At this point we hadn't done much damage, but this special 3, as you're going to see, is going to do a lot of damage for us. And then we're going to go in right away and get even more damage in. He is almost at 3 bars of power, so we're going to hold off now and wait for him to throw this. And then we're basically to start the whole process over again. So, again, baiting his special 1s ideally when possible. Heavy countering them with our own. And building to our special 3 and then landing an intercept when we get there. We are late there with our heavy, so we do get parried, unfortunately, eat a little bit of a combo, but it doesn't do much for damage to us, thankfully. We were hoping to try and use our haymaker to get a special 3 in with the fury, but we don't, so we're going to try and fish for a light intercept when we hit it, and we're going to throw the special 3 right away. Again, this is going to take a big chunk of damage off, and we're going to go in right away to try and get even more damage in. And he's really low, so we're going to throw this special 1 to end the fight. So a long fight, obviously 2.5 minutes, but it is pretty safe, and we didn't have any issues really going with Titania there. Our last fight of the war is going to be this rank 5 Kitty Pride, and we're going to be using Omega Sentinel. We are not going to use any pre-fights, as we do want the cowardice debuff she has on her without any pre-fights being used. Those will remove Kitty's prowess. So this fight's, we got to worry about mighty charge, of course, so unfortunately our plasmas are not going to stick, and we aren't going to stun, so we need to just be aware of that. So we do a good job of removing her prowess first. We're then going to try and bait this special 1 out. And then we're going to try and hit a light intercept, which we do, and that's going to help us start building quite a bit of damage up. With Kitty's small health pool, with the Fury, it's going to get a lot of damage done all at once. So now we're going to bait out this special 2. And then again, we're going to try and fish for a light intercept. We hit another one, thankfully. She has a 2 prowess here, so we do bait her special 2 to clear that. And then we're going to get her cowardice back up. So she's getting pretty low now. We did lose the Fury, but with her health pool so small, the special 2 is going to get the job done. We'll throw it off and end the fight. And that ends our war. When I was taking my fights, we were losing quite significantly, but it looks like they had some trouble at the end, so we were thankfully able to come out of here with the win. This brings us to 4-4, which is in a good spot going into our last 4 wars of the season. So hopefully we can win 2 more to make sure we secure Masters and possibly even do better and finish top 10. That's going to do it for this video. Thank you for watching.